You have a 2-inch cock. You sound like a white guy.
Congratulations.
For what?
You said you got a girlfriend.
You're probably a virgin.
So that's a no for Netflix and chill?
Fuck you!
So I'm curious. Tell me about your show. What do you talk about?
I talk about how women ain't shit.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 337th edition of TSR Live, your morning cup of red pill truth, wisdom, and awareness. As always, we are presented by 1821manmade.com, your one-stop shop for all of your beard grooming needs. Let's get right to it. Most guys find the manosphere, they find the red pill for one of two reasons. They're either sexually frustrated, meaning they're not getting laid as much as they want to, or getting laid as much as they think they deserve to, or they've just experienced extreme heartbreak. Right? We've all heard this before. Not that the red pill community is a religion, although some people would call it a cult, which is fine. Call it whatever you want. Doesn't matter. I don't care one way or the other. But like religion, the red pill doesn't quite sink in unless you seek it out. These days, people don't all of a sudden decide that they want to find Jesus if they're making $250,000 a year and living a great life. They don't decide to just randomly go to church because someone on the street stops them and asks them, if you were to die today, is your name written in the Lamb's Book of Life, giving you entrance to heaven with the all-powerful, the almighty God? No. People go to church when they've hit rock bottom, when they've lost their job, when they've lost their family, when they can't beat a drug addiction, when the shit hits the fan, when something terrible happens in their lives, during a tragedy, during strife. It's almost like a passive version of a sales technique called hurt and rescue. The idea of hurt and rescue is that you tell the customer, you give the customer the worst case scenario, and then you rescue them with your product. I used to do this all the time when I sold home security systems. I said, Mrs. Smith, how old are your kids? Well, they're 3 and 4. Well, if someone were to break into your house today, you don't have a home security system, what would you do if someone were to break into your house and maybe bring harm to your kids? Mrs. Smith gets absolutely mortified because you are now hurting her. Well, I have a solution for you, Mrs. Smith. It's called XYZ Home Security System. You don't have to worry about your 3 and 4-year-old being harmed by a burglar. You get the idea. Volkswagen actually used this technique a little over a decade ago, featuring people having just a random conversation, and then then wham, they get T-boned out of nowhere. The commercials scare the shit out of you. Of course, the people in the car, they get up, they walk away from the accident virtually unscathed, ergo hurt and rescue. Now, religion is much the same way in that regard. The only difference is that people don't actively seek out religion until they absolutely need it. This isn't always the case, but these days that's usually how it goes. Now, obviously, the red pill is a little similar. No one ever looks up how to sleep with hot girls if they're consistently sleeping with hot girls. Nobody Googles how to get my girlfriend back if he's still with his girlfriend. They Google, why did my girlfriend cheat on me? Because his girlfriend cheated on him. They do a search for, why do girls get over breakups so easily when they've dumped a girl and he finds out that she's on a date 3 hours later. One website leads to another, and the next thing you know, you're on the Red Pill Reddit, Return of Kings, DonovanSharpe.com, The Rational Male, and you're watching the Red Man Group every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. Not so shameless plug. By and large, the general sentiment of the manosphere blames women for the deplorable state of the sexual marketplace. We blame feminism. We blame daddy government. We blame television. We blame the feminist agenda. We blame the media, social justice warriors, and so forth. But we very rarely take a look at ourselves and say, you know what? My girlfriend cheated on me because I never told her no. My girlfriend left me because I got fat and lazy. I say all the time, Darcy and I had a bad marriage. Okay, she was a bad wife. Guess what? I was equally a bad husband. I'm not going to sit here and hide from it. Listen, it's always hypergamy. All women are like that. Bitches ain't shit. Feminism sucks. Girls cheat. Listen, while all those things may be true on some level, we need to understand as men that we are the leaders of our relationship. We are responsible for our women. If a woman is out of pocket, then that's on you. We can talk all the shit we want to about how bitches ain't shit. Well, no, women aren't capable of keeping themselves in line. They're just not capable. Now, you can't control a woman's every single solitary move. They're human, they're not robots. But men with red pill awareness should always keep in the back of our minds that our women are a reflection of who we are as men. If your woman cheats on you, it's usually a two-way street. Not to say that she was right for cheating on you or to justify her cheating by saying, well, that's how women are. No, cheating is grimy. It's low. It's wrong. But to deny that we had a hand in our women cheating on us keeps us stagnant. We never improve who we are as men if we don't acknowledge that we lost frame or that we didn't address misbehavior swiftly and severely. We tell this to women all the time. We say the reason why women stay single is because they never learn from their relationships. Women never take their responsibility. Well, I cheated on him because of blah, 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 blah. No, listen, no woman ever says, my relationship ended because I cheated. My marriage ended because we just weren't a good match. Oh, no. It's always something extreme. My husband was an alcoholic, drug dealer, drug addicted, prostitute, womanizing, abusive man, and I endured it for 10 years. It's always some extreme shit like that. It's never, you know what? He was a bad husband. I was a bad wife. It didn't work. Women aren't designed to take accountability. We as men, we are. Women aren't designed to take accountability. This is why they don't improve as women. It takes the right man to improve women. I talked about that briefly yesterday. All of that said, I'm going to talk about 13 uncommon ways men fuck up their relationships with women. Now, this isn't going to be the typical red pill, you lost frame, or you didn't establish dominance from the beginning. Listen, all that's been done, and, listen, that's remedial red pill 101. And if you're watching or listening to me today, you probably already know this stuff. And if you don't, I would suggest you go back to the archives and start from the beginning. DonovanSharpe.com, go to the Red Pill subreddit, read the sidebar. Get a good working base knowledge of red pill awareness. No, what I'm going to discuss today are things that most men, red pill aware or otherwise, are completely unaware of that are cutting their relationships off at the knees before they even realize it. Now, some of these are going to make you scratch your head and raise your eyebrows and be like, wow, I never thought of it that way. And some of these are going to make sense to a lot of you guys who've been in the game for a while. It depends on where you are. Either way, I can assure you that most guys have no idea that they are engaging in these behaviors or just how detrimental they are to their relationships. It is Wednesday, September 26th, 2018. Bill Cosby has been found guilty of raping Andrea Constant. And listen, the phone lines are open. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really know much. Listen, of course, the courthouse is right down the road from where I live. And listen, Bill Cosby's a Philly guy, but I haven't really followed the Cosby case too closely. I know he's been accused of rape. I know he's accused of drug and this and that and the other. I haven't read through the court files. I don't know what the facts of the case are. I don't know what the prosecution has. I don't know any of the exculpatory evidence. I don't know any of the gory details. So if anyone has anything to offer, please give me a call. I'm not going to do the research. To be quite honest with you, I don't know. I have other things to do. Not that I have better things to do. I'm just not as up on the case as I should be, but that seems to be the issue of the day. The interesting thing is, guys, is that the outrage seems to be sort of falling along racial lines. Black people say he's completely innocent. If he were a white man, he would have gotten away with it. That may or may not be true. I don't know one way or the other. Again, I don't really know enough about the case. I'm inclined to think that he probably didn't do the things that he's been accused of doing. But again, there are a lot of people, black and white, that says, yeah, man, Bill Cosby's guilty. I don't know. Either way, this is a landmark decision. This is a landmark conviction. So 3 to 10 years in prison. I think he and his legal team cut a deal after he was found guilty, and that's why I think he only got 3 to 10 years. Maybe it's because he only has 3 to 10 years to live. I don't know. Let's go to the phone lines. 914-205-5356, area code 810. You're on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
And Donovan, I got a 2-part question for you, brother.
Okay. Yep.
All right. The first part is is this. Now, my issue has been like this. I've been still talking to the sisters or whatever. And I mean, the thing about it is, it seems like they got so many freaking standards and stuff like that, and got the clothes, got the, house and stuff like that. But are they truly a lost cause at this point? Honestly, because they're some of the best looking ones, but the only problem is they got so many freaking headaches attached to them.
Yeah. Wow, that's a very good question. Are black women, are they unfixable? Listen, man, I'm inclined to maybe say no. But they're not undateable, but dude, they're on life support, man. I think one element that a lot of brothers are running into is the fact that, among other things, is the fact that black women seem to want the finished product. In other words, they're not interested in potential, they are interested in results. What do you have now? Not what potential do you have? What do you have now? And of course, listen, you have to understand that having unreasonably high standards, that is multiracial. That crosses all races. Listen, women of all races in this country have unbelievably high standards. And listen, we all talk about the standard caricature. He's got to be 6'4", square-jawed, 6-pack abs, 6-foot dick, make $600,000 a year, have 6 cars and 6 homes. Now, of course, we say we say that kind of tongue-in-cheek, but that really sounds about accurate. The problem is that they're never really going to find a guy like that. But women, most notably black women, they are victims. They're victims of their own community. They're victims of guys like Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, Iyanla Vanzant, who tell these women that there are plenty of men out here for you that meet your standards. Well, the problem is they're not telling black women, listen, you can have these things, but you got to be worth something too. Having big titties and a fat ass does not entitle you to the best men out there. You have to bring something to the table other than PTA, pussy, titties, ass. So are black women undateable? Listen, man, I stopped dating black women over 10 years ago. And yeah, listen, and again, the thing is, a caller asked me yesterday, is it something that happened instantly or was it just a natural progression? No, it's just a natural progression in game. The more I improved myself as a man, the higher quality of woman that was available to me. And so I was experiencing femininity and beauty and kindness and deference. You don't find any of that stuff. Listen, beauty, you find beautiful black women all the time. You don't find femininity in black women. You don't find deference in black women. You find women who want to be masculine. They want to be dominant. They want to be head of household. They want all of these things. They want to be all of these things, but they're not really capable, and no one really seems to tell them. Steve Harvey, that's another guy. I heard him on TV say, listen, it's his job to prove himself to you. No, nigga. It's not a man's job to prove himself to a woman. It is the other way around. If I were you, listen, shoot me an email, DonovanSharpe@gmail.com, or you can go to my website and send me, go to the contact tab, send me an email. I wrote an ebook about 6 months ago called Black Man's Revenge, the Black Man's Guide to Dating White Women, to dating white girls and other non-black women. I endorse, listen, man, if you don't want the headaches, you got to get off that narcotic, man. You really do. Listen, and I know, listen, I tell this to Minister Jap all the time. Minister Jap is notoriously difficult. He's hard on black women. And he tells me, Donovan, I can't give up on my sisters. I said, Jap, you got to get off that narcotic, man. You got to get off of it. It's more trouble than it's worth. I got one more question for you, too. Go ahead.
This is a side one, too.
All right.
This is a side one. Now, I've been in sales like you for 20 years. I work at Comcast now in sales. Have you ever had a selling job where you couldn't get along with your coworkers? I mainly work with black folks, and they're always telling and, doing little just gossipy stuff. How did you deal with them type of environments in sales? Because you know how competitive it is.
Sure.
And so I'm just like, and you're always talking about sales. I want to become Kevin in sales, but that type of job is kind of difficult. So I'm trying to see, your experiences on, on the selling floor and stuff like that.
Right. So you want to be Kevin in sales in what regard? In terms of selling ability or fucking bitches? Both.
I want to go to the next level.
Okay.
Have you ever had to leave a selling job to where you're like, oh man, I just can't. These people here, the money is good, but then the people you work around, he was like, man, I just can't do it.
No. I've never had that. I've never had that. I've never quit a sales job because I couldn't get along with my coworkers. You have to understand, man. Most sales jobs, you're not. If you're good at your job, if you are a very good salesperson, most people aren't going to get along with. Most men aren't going to get along with you because they envy you, and that's okay. It's a competitive environment. His bonus was 3 times my bonus. I'm hating. All the ladies love him, etc., etc. As far as if you really want to be a Kevin in sales, now me personally, I'm not going to endorse sleeping with your coworkers. But if you have the only time I would endorse sleeping with your coworkers is if you work in a call center or a telemarketing gig, because those particular environments are conducive to workplace hookups. And if you can sell your ass off, if you're good at your job there, okay, so Kevin is fucking Lisa in the accounting department again. You know what? Kevin sold 180 units last month. We're going to turn our head the other way. The way to become Kevin in sales is to be the best salesperson on the floor. The more talent you have, the more lenient they will become. Not to say that you can't be a victim of #MeToo, but you're less likely to become a victim of #MeToo if you're good at your job, you are attractive, and you're smart about it. You understand what I'm saying? So you can be a Kevin in sales. It is possible, but in 2018, I don't know. I'm not going to tell you that I wouldn't recommend it, but the best way to avoid this stuff is to be good at your job. That is the best way to make sure that you don't get fired over some pussy. Do not get fired over pussy, man. There's plenty of it out there.
Man, thank you so much time for you, Donovan, man. I appreciate you, brother.
No problem, man. Call in anytime. 914-205-5356 is the number to call if you want to get in on the conversation. Let's go to area code 702. Area code 702, you're on live with Donovan.
Hey, Donovan, it's C from Las Vegas.
C, what's up? Oh, yeah, you're in my neck of the woods, brother. How's it going?
What's going on? I just want to comment on the Bill Cosby thing, and I'm going to get into another thing.
Okay.
I think the Bill Cosby thing falls along racial lines only because you have idiots like Harvey Weinstein, Matt Lauer, all these guys kind of getting off the hook. The Bill Cosby got hammered. By the way, I have no love lost for Bill Cosby, so I'm just letting you know where I kind of see where things fall along.
Let me ask you something because I don't really know any details. And again, all I know is what I've seen in the media. I haven't studied the Harvey Weinstein case. I haven't studied the Matt Lauer case. I haven't studied the Bill Cosby case. But correct me if I'm wrong. What Matt Lauer and Harvey Weinstein were accused of was maybe sexual harassment, sexual misconduct. Bill Cosby was accused of drugging women and raping them. So, and
right.
again,
but the thing is,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, that's a very good point because there's different degrees along.
Of course,
spectrum,
yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But Harvey Weinstein was actually raping women.
Okay.
Bill Cosby, he was doing the dirty deeds or whatever, and Matt Lauer, it was just he was running around in the workplace, doing his thing.
Okay.
But
okay.
also you look at Bill O'Reilly and stuff. So that's why I think a lot of people in the black community are like, what's going on along the racial line. Me, Bill Cosby, I had, again, no love lost to the guy, but I kind of see where people will say that, because a lot of these guys, like for example, you look at Les Moonves, and by the way, Donovan, Les Moonves actually came out and said, I did some dirty deeds. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
And it took him forever to step down from CBS. But
sure.
That's not the hero there, but you get what I'm saying. That's
I understand. Yeah.
Also, the next thing I want to point out is in terms of black women, because I'm a brother, by the way.
Okay.
Just in terms of black women, Donovan, I feel like where a lot of brothers get it wrong, and this is my opinion. I feel like, with black women, you have to have a more masculine frame. You know what I'm saying? You just have to have a more masculine frame. And when I mean, what I'm saying, because I listen to Alpha Male Strategies and all the other guys listen to you. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to support.
Sure.
I'm a Patreon supporter, by the way.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. But I was gonna say you need a more masculine frame. I think where a lot of guys get it wrong, because you have to be in the gym.
Oh,
and you have to have a masculine frame. I see a lot of brothers, they're kind of smoking weed. They're not on their purpose. They want to buy Jordans, stuff like that. After a certain age, that stuff doesn't work anymore. You know what I'm saying? And look, I feel for black women in a certain respect because, a lot of these guys don't grow up.
Sure.
So you're in the black community, so I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I agree. Listen, man, I see niggas walking around in $500 shoes, smoking weed, and walking like they've got their priorities out of whack. I get it.
As a matter of fact, Donovan, to your point, I work in the nightlife industry. I seen dudes with chains on. You know what I'm saying? It could be fake, whatever. I'm just gonna assume it's real, okay? Just for the sake of argument, they're real with chains on. You know, they got the Gucci flip flops or the Gucci sneakers on. You know, they're walking into the club, but then your girlfriend is paying for you to get in. To me, that's not even congruent.
Now that I agree with.
That's
I agree. I agree.
It's just out of whack. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think black women. You know, if they want to stay with black men, you're saying they got to choose the highest value one. So they got to take a harder line. I'm not excusing their behavior, by the way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because in the black community, there's a lot of dysfunction. But you get what I'm saying. They have to take a harder line.
Right.
Because I think a lot of brothers get stuck in this mentality, Donovan, where it's just like, oh, I gotta get the new Jordans, whatever. Like you said, Donovan. At some point, by the way, like when you had that interview with Kevin Samuels and stuff, that was really good. Because at some point, you're still wearing Jordans over the age of 30.
Yeah.
Like, come on, guy. It's like, what are you gonna do?
Right. No, I get it. Listen, I agree with you, but again, the reason I don't date black women is because they're too masculine. That's just all there is to it. They're too they're too masculine. They expect too much. And listen, the same could be said about other races of women, but with black women, it would appear that, I don't know, maybe it's 3 or 4-fold. Black women are the most masculine race of women, at least in America. They act like men. Yes, there are exceptions to the rule. Yes, there are beautiful, feminine black women out there, but guess what? They're already in relationships. So they have boyfriends, they have husbands, et cetera, et cetera. But the average black woman is just too masculine for anybody. And a lot of times, it doesn't matter what kind of masculine frame you bring to the relationship. A lot of black women are competitive. Oh, he's masculine, so I'm going to be hyper masculine. You can't be with a woman who feels that it is her birthright to be the leader of the relationship. You can't be like I don't want to use the word toxic masculinity, but at some point, you don't want to compete with a woman. Not only that, you don't want to be in a relationship with a woman who is masculine, who does not believe that she doesn't have to do anything to win you over. She believes that you're the one that's supposed to win her over. That is the general sentiment in the black woman community.
Donovan, I will say this, then I'll jump. You know what I'm saying? Great show, by the way.
Thank you.
I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, on some level, especially me being a black man, you get what I'm saying? Because, you know, I like all races, so, you know, I don't. But I will say this, like, especially with, like, for example, with certain white women or certain black women, like, for example, I'm in the gym all the time. You know,
right.
I look good, I'm tall, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I got everything. Especially in Las Vegas, because you lived out here, especially in Las Vegas.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like sometimes the plainest Janus of white women feel like, oh, she's entitled to me. You still got to come correct. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just can't sit to me like, oh yeah, he's black, he's gonna be thirsty, whatever. I've never felt that way because a lot of guys out here will be so thirsty that it's a white girl, I gotta no. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You still gotta have to come correct.
Yeah.
A
lot of guys think that all they have to be is black to bang white girls. It does not work that way.
Yes. But also I feel like the reverse is true too, Donovan, where if a white girl's searching for a black man or she doesn't mind black men, she feels like, oh, he's black, so I could do a lot of BS and he's gonna tolerate it. That's just not true either. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten that vibe from them. I'm like, nah, you gotta come correct. You gotta buy me a drink. You say my hair's longer than yours. You gotta buy me a drink. No, you get what I'm saying? So
no, I understand. At the end of the day, listen. Based on my experience, white girls just make better significant others than black women. That's just all there is to it. White girls, listen.
No. I was gonna say, Donovan. Because you got your preference. I'm just saying, that sense of entitlement.
Sure.
Now, varying degrees, I think, among the races, but I've sensed it from every single woman I've
sure.
been with.
That makes sense.
On some level.
I got you. Yeah, it's thanks for the call, area code 702. Yeah, he makes a lot of good points. But again, and here's the thing, man. Most black men date black women. Like, this is just how it is. Like, most black women have black boyfriends, husbands, significant others. But a large percent of black men are jumping ship. And yeah, I mean, I'll give credence to the fact that a lot of black men, I don't want to say that they're weaklings, but a lot of them just don't have that masculine. They don't have that masculine dominance. And black women in particular, they require a higher level of masculine dominance. But like I said, I'm not trying to date masculine women. That's just, again, that's the bottom line. But listen, some men are attracted. Some men are going to be attracted to black women no matter what. So listen, if you can solve them, go ahead and solve them. Absolutely. Area code 404. You're on live with Donovan. Go ahead.
What's up, Donald? How you doing, man?
Good, man.
I'm calling about this point that you're making right here. So I called in the last 2 weeks ago, and I called in asking you any tips about, in terms of dealing with family and friends, in terms of things like that, about dealing with non-black women. And
right.
I took your advice, and I just said I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do me regardless, whatever.
Right, good.
So I met this big booty Colombian chick at my school last week, right? And we went out to this predominantly black lounge in Buckhead this past weekend.
Buckhead's nice.
Man, I used to not believe in this stuff about looks that you get from black women and things like that. Man, when I went into that lounge, she had long hair.
Yep.
She's real feminine.
Yep.
Just looks really, really feminine. The looks I got from these black women, the same women that curved me, the same women.
Same bitches, right. It's the same thing.
It was crazy, man.
This is the thing, man. The reason why black women give dirty looks to guys like you and me who walk around with non-black women, I think it's for a few reasons. And I'm not a black woman, so I'll never know, but it is literally in their face. She is everything, or she appears to be everything that you are not. And we have chosen her over you. And they're feeling some type of way about it. If I were walking around with a fat white girl, do you think I would get dirty looks from black women? No, they'd be laughing. This nigga's walking around with a fat white girl. But when I walk around with my girl, it was funny. A few weeks back, I took Devin out on a date night. Took her to get her hair done, got her nails done. She was dressed to the nine. She was looking badass. I think I actually put the pictures up on social media. When we got off the elevator, and it was funny because in the lobby's usually pretty empty. People coming and going. We live in a really nice apartment building. But for whatever reason, on that night, a Saturday night, that particular, our lobby, it was filled with, there had to be 20 some odd black people there. Maybe they were there for an event. Maybe they were waiting on someone. But it was very, very talkative when we had hit the floor. When the door opened and it was me and her, everyone stopped. And these women were looking daggers at us. They're not looking, and here's the thing, they're not looking daggers. They're not feeling some type of way because, one of the reasons is because I'm with a white girl, but one of the reasons is because the white girl I'm with is hot. She's feminine, sundress, heels, blonde hair, nails did. And a lot of black women out here, a lot of women in general, but black women in particular, they feel like, well, I feel like he should love me for me. I don't need to be feminine to get it. No, of course you do. We want you to, and listen, black men, we don't want strong black women. We want hot black women. Listen, body type wise, black women are superior. They're shapely. They have the asses. They've got the boobs. If they would just carry themselves like women, they could corner the market on black men. They wouldn't have to worry about white girls coming and stealing us away. But because they want to act like men rather than women, because they don't feel like they have to bring anything or should have to bring anything to the table, because they feel entitled to us, this is where the rubber meets the road. And the last caller in the 702, he actually made a really good point. There are a lot of white girls out there who feel entitled to black men. They think, well, hell, all I have to be is white and he's gonna get with me. Nah, bitch, it don't work that way. You still got to come correct. Not only that, you're a white girl. You got white privilege. I know you've got more resources than me. I know you can get into more places than me. So what can you do for me? That's the way that's the way I look at it. But yeah, listen, you're not lying, man. If you are with a non-black woman, black women will look at you like you are the devil, man. It's true. The hate is real.
It's not even the black women too, because we were coming from Buckhead going back to Decatur, and when we went back to Decatur, that's a predominantly black city.
Oh yeah, I know where you're at.
So we were going to one of my homeboy spots and everything like that. It's not even just the women, man. It's the men too. A lot of my friends and everything. Just as I was saying, man. Who's her? Because it's different.
Yeah,
it's different.
right.
It's something that nobody ever seen. She's from Colombia. She moved here when she was 5 or 6. So they were all telling me, man, who is this? Why you with her? Things of that nature. I'm like, dude, man.
Because she's hot.
I'm sorry, I can't. Thank you. She's feminine. She's hot. She looks good. This, that, and the third. She's fine as hell. And I'm sorry, but I can't be dealing with what y'all dealing with no more.
Straight up, man.
I encourage you guys to jump ship with me.
Listen, and one last thing here before I let you go. I want to make this clear. Men like you and myself who have decided to date non-black women, who have decided to forego dating black women, it has nothing to do with skin tone. Listen, dude, I see black girls all the time that I would love to stick my dick in. It has nothing to do with their skin tone and everything to do with what's here. Like, I'm just not trying to deal with that mentality. I'm just not trying to do it. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're black, baby girl. It has everything to do with the attitude, the entitlement, the masculinity, all of that stuff. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're black. Call me a race traitor, I don't give a damn. I'm happy. Area code 404, man. I appreciate the call, man. And listen, keep me updated, man. Keep me updated on this Colombian girl, this big booty Colombian bitch you got going on here, man.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Take care. Yep. Very, very good calls. Listen, the guy in the 702 made an excellent point, man. Listen, a lot of black men say, oh, fuck sisters, this and that and the other. Nah, nigga. The reason why sisters ain't checking for your ass is because you're corny. You're weak. You're out here smoking weed, wearing $300 Jordans. As a matter of fact, I'll keep it real with you guys. I'm thinking about getting a pair of Jordans right down the road because they're $89. It's like $350 pair of Jordans. They got it in a size 13. I just got the alert. I'm like, yo, they're gonna discount it to $89. I'll pay $89 for a pair of Jordans. I ain't paying $300. Fuck that. That's a car payment. That's a mortgage payment on. A low-level rental property. I'm not about to do that. Niggas, you got to get your act together, man. I'm not saying that black women are not. I'm not saying that black women are dateable by any stretch of the imagination, as far as I'm concerned. But if you want to improve your prospects with women, you have to improve yourself, and that crosses all races. Tiger Woods yesterday was asked who his Mount Rushmore of golf is, and he said Sam Snead, Bobby Jones, Jack Nicklaus, and me. As in Tiger Woods. Dude, I fucking loved it. I love that Tiger Woods knows that he is one of the greatest golfers of all time. I think when all's said and done, he'll probably end up being the second greatest because he's going to fall short of Jack Nicklaus's 18 major championships. Tiger Woods has 14. He would have obliterated Jack's record had his back not gone out, the whole cheating scandal or whatever. A lot of people were hard on Tiger Woods because he cheated on his wife. Dude, professional athletes, golfers cheat on their wives all the time. People who jump ship on Tiger Woods were just looking for a reason to jump ship on Tiger Woods. And of course, he won the FedEx Cup, and everybody came rushing back. He is must-see TV. I just thought I'd mention that. I love the fact that he said Sam Snead, Bobby Jones, Jack Nicklaus, me. Put himself on the Mount Rushmore. Got to have that kind of confidence. If you want to discuss an uncommon way men fuck up relationships, or if you want to continue the black women conversation, or if you want to talk more about the Bill Cosby thing, give me a call, 914-205-5356. If you disagree with anything I say, you guys are more than welcome to call me too. Follow, add, and like me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just do a quick search for Donovan Sharpe on all three platforms. To get access to all of my content, go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. There you will find the complete archive of all complete episodes of TSR Live, both audio and video, so you can listen on the go or watch at your leisure. Now, you can watch my show live on weekday mornings at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. But if you want to be able to rewatch or re-listen to the episodes in their entirety, less than 17 cents a day is all it takes. If you like what you hear, gentlemen, if you get something out of the show, and you want to contribute to the show, you can donate through my Streamlabs link, which I'm putting in the chat right now, www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharpe 1. That's www.streamlabs.com/Donovan Sharpe and the number 1. I'm putting in the chat right now. Every little bit counts, guys. $5, $10, $100, 50 cents, whatever. Now, if you want to support the show, but you're a little low on cash, you can still contribute. Just go to DonovanSharpe.com. Go to DonovanSharpe.com and shop through my Amazon affiliate link at the top of my homepage. By doing all of your Amazon shopping through my link, you'll be supporting the show and it will not cost you a dime. Great way to contribute if you are not a millionaire like D. Weeze. D. Weeze is today's TSR millionaire.
One thing I could definitely say about the one-on-one testimonials with Donovan is that he gives clear-cut, pragmatic advice.
I came to him about 6 to 8 months ago, and at the time, my wife and I were having a lot of trouble.
If you have a question about women, relationships, sex, finances, game,
A massive blessing for my relationship and my life.
Donovan answers questions, listens, and gives solid advice.
You know, some of the top things that he teaches are what got my marriage back on track. Very grateful to him.
I can definitely say 100% Donovan's the real deal. Give Donovan a call.
Gentlemen, if you are looking for a mentor to help you during your red pill transformation, if you need guidance to help you navigate a particular situation with your girlfriend, wife, significant other, or you're just looking for unfiltered sound advice on dating, relationships, and sex, go to donovansharpe.com/consults and fill out the questionnaire. This month, there's only a few days left in the month. I'm giving my listeners 25% off of my normal rate. You don't need a promo code. Simply take 25% off of what you see on donovansharpe.com/consults, not to be combined with any other offer or discount. Now, when you fill out the questionnaire, guys, make sure you give details. I need stories. Give me examples, guys. If you want me to give you solid, actionable advice that you can use immediately, I need as much information as possible. Do not be afraid to write me a novel, guys. If you don't, I'm going to send you a refund. Last month, I think I refunded $1,200 or $1,300. I will send you your money back if you do not give me enough information. I am not kidding. DonovanSharpe.com/consults. That's consults with an S. Book yours today. If you're listening on SoundCloud and you want to learn about the 13 uncommon ways, 13 little known ways that men unknowingly sabotage their relationships, go to donovansharpe.com. Oh, wait a minute. Go to donovansharpe.com or patreon.com/DonovanSharpe. That's donovansharpe.com or patreon.com/DonovanSharpe if you are listening on SoundCloud.